Hi, my name is Chuck and I'm an artist. This is officially my second video on this channel, which is mainly dedicated to, the artworks that I create and that I'll be sharing and I guess why I create them. So if you didn't get a chance to watch the first video, please go ahead and check it out. In that video, I go ahead and really go into the philosophy of the art I create and really why I create it. If you got a chance to watch the first video, then you will know that I mainly focus on creating nude art because I absolutely love depicting the female form, most especially with African women. But as you can see, this is a portrait, so I do want to learn how to, I do want to get better at painting faces, so I will be doing a series of portraits in addition to the nude art I'll be creating as well. And also it's just easier, honestly, on like the algorithm and reach and stuff like that. Like, as you guys know, some of you probably create content as well, like YouTube does not play when it comes to nudity, even if it's just art. So you're probably going to be seeing a lot more portraits on here versus all the other nude art I create. And if you do see nude art, it's probably going to be censored here and there, or it's probably going to be the more tame artworks that aren't too revealing, just so we're not getting in trouble with the algorithm. But yeah, if you want to see, I guess, more uncensored art, go ahead and check out my Instagram. It's just Chuck on IG. I will consider putting up a Patreon so we can see more uncensored artworks and I guess longer takes, because a lot of these are edited and sped up. But yeah, I will be working on a Patreon, so if you do like the idea of having a Patreon where you can actually see the art uncensored, let me know. But I will be creating it very soon and sharing it on here. Anyway, yeah, so if you watch my first video, you will see that I mainly went over the fact that I'm just still learning how to paint. So this is actually my very first portrait in oils. So like, I know how to sketch. I used to design concept cars in primary school and high school. So like, I've always been into, I was those kids scribbling while the teacher is not looking, or during the free period I'd be scribbling with a pencil or a pen. So yeah, I'm not new to visual art per se, but I am new to painting. I actually haven't even sketched in years, so yeah, I decided to give it a try. So this is officially my very first portrait in oils, and you'll see, as you can see, and you'll see at the end of the video, it's mainly in burnt umber. Now, for the reason for that is, well, I'm actually trying to learn how to paint using the Renaissance style art, and a lot of that involved burnt umber. And the first time I tried painting it with colors with my oils, I got my ass kicked because I'm mainly still learning how to mix colors. Like, I understand color theory because I do have like a graphic design background and stuff like that with my agency and all that good stuff. So like, I understand color theory. I'm also into like photography, so I understand like highlights, shadows, warm undertones, cool undertones, all that good stuff. Like, I understand that, but it's just a matter of like learning how to apply that to mixing paint, and also really figuring out what type of palette I want to use. So I've been seeing a lot of people use different palettes, primary color palettes, a Peely's palette, I think there's the Zorn palette and stuff like that. So I'm still finding my feet. I'm still deciding how I'm going to do that. So for the time being, just to learn how to mix colors, I'm mainly just going to be painting spheres. I might include that, but I'll probably include that in some of these videos where I'll just edit in an aspect where I just do a study and I paint a sphere with skin tone colors. But yeah, I definitely do want to break away from just painting with burnt umber. As you're watching this video, this particular portrait is probably a month and a half old now. So I've been painting a few other paintings, and I'm slowly getting over burnt umber. I want to move on to the next thing because I'm just like that. I like trying new things. I like challenging myself. sometimes to my own detriment, but that's a story for another day. So yeah, I will be definitely doubling down on learning color a lot more, mixing. I do want to pick a palette on how I'm going to use that, just a limited palette, because I think the biggest mistake I made with the first time I tried painting in colors rather, is that there were just too many colors in that palette, and that I was trying to mix for that skin tone. So I do want to simplify it, make it easier on myself. I saw a guy here on YouTube, I think his name is Nick, and he was talking about using the Apelius palette, and it's very, very simple. I think it's like 3 or 4 colors maximum. So I'm definitely going to be getting into that, because that's much more easier to maintain, right? I'm a new artist. We need to run before we can walk, and I'm a person who's always open to learning, always open to making mistakes. So yeah, as you can see, making progress with this portrait. So I started off by just blocking off some shadows here and there, some of the darker shadows here and there, and then if you saw, I was wiping away after that, after blocking in some shadows as well as some of the midtones, just wiping away just to get those highlights out. So right now I'm finding that I'm having a much more easier time. I'm new at this, so I'm having a much more easier time with wiping away for my highlights versus trying to paint. Just yesterday I was trying to paint a very lovely nude piece, and I tried using white for my highlights along with my burnt umber, and yeah, I really didn't like how it came out. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with wiping away for now. Obviously it's okay to make mistakes, it's okay to do something and not like it and change your mind. There's paintings that I've started over a few times because I didn't like them, and that's cool, right? I think it's okay to make mistakes, it's okay to learn. We need to make learning cool again, as I said in my first video. But yeah, as you can see here, I'm just mainly blocking in her hair. I would say it's probably one of the darkest parts of the painting. And as you can see, really what I'm doing here is for the darker parts, I'm not thinning down the paint as much. With this, if you're interested, I'm mainly using a, let's actually look at it now. Using a 2:1 mix of turpentine as well as linseed oil to thin down my paint. So that's what I'm using for this, and yeah, all I'm doing is for the darker elements of the piece, I'm mainly just thinning it down a bit less than I would, just so there's more paint on the brush and thus more paint on the palette. Speaking of palette, I'm actually not even using canvas for this, or rather on the canvas. What I'm using is actually a piece of paper. This is I think it's 120 GSM paper from a sketchbook, if I'm not mistaken. And the reason I wanted to do this is I really don't see myself creating small paintings that are like under A2, unless it's like for a study and I'm preparing to paint something big, right? Like I really like big pieces, but I'm humble enough to know that I'm still like an amateur and still learning, so I didn't want to invest in canvas and stuff like that. Obviously I know canvas is not crazy expensive, but like the upkeep, stretching it, even just where to paint it, storage, while it's still wet, that can be a bit of a problem, stuff like that. So I wanted to make it easier myself and start off by learning by painting on sketch paper. So this sketch paper is actually 120 GSM and it's been double gessoed. So obviously it's not perfect. Sometimes when I do a piece that has like a lot more layers, or there's a lot more paint on there, I do see like a bit of a bleed out, a very slight bleed out onto the back of the canvas. But it's not too bad, it's not too bad. I just told myself that for the time being, probably my first 20 to 30 paintings are probably going to be, well, the original goal was to make my first 100 paintings to be on sketch paper, but I'm actually seeing a lot of people there's already being an interest in people wanting me to do commissions for them. Some people wanting to purchase my pieces here and there. Obviously, the first batch of people asking are usually going to be just people who are tire kickers, right? They're not actually committed yet. But yeah, I'm seeing people are interested in this, so I will be offering that soon. So yeah, if you are interested in like a commissioned piece, let me know. You can reach out to me, and we can figure something out. I'll have the link to my who.be, which includes my email as well. So yeah, we're pretty much done with this painting. They're pretty much done. So yeah, if you like art, if you like visual art, and if you like this art, you like this painting, please consider giving me a subscribe as well. Thank you.
Won't be faithful to someone.